If you're over 60, I need you to listen carefully, because the very vegetables you've been told are healthy could be quietly working against you, not in a dramatic, chest-clutching kind of way, but in small, silent ways that strain your heart day after day, meal after meal. You may be eating salads, steaming your greens, and following all the right advice. But what if I told you that some vegetables, yes, vegetables, could be interfering with your medications, increasing your blood pressure, or even carrying hidden bacteria your body can no longer fight? As a heart doctor, I've seen this story unfold too many times. Seniors who believe they're eating clean and doing everything right, only to wind up in my office with new heart issues, mysterious blood pressure spikes, or fatigue that won't go away. They were trying to help their hearts, but ended up hurting them without even knowing it. It's not your fault. Nobody warned you that vitamin K could cancel out your blood thinner, that pickles could spike your sodium through the roof, or that sprouts could hide bacteria strong enough to trigger dangerous infections in older adults. But that's why we're here. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 specific vegetables that can quietly damage your heart if you're over 60, especially if you're on heart medications or have a history of high blood pressure. I'll explain the science, the risks, and most importantly, what you can do instead. You don't have to give these foods up forever, but you do need to understand how to eat them safely. Because one small change, like the way you prepare your vegetables, could be the difference between protecting your heart or slowly sabotaging it. Here at Senior Vital Health, we believe that your heart health should be protected, not guessed. That's why we break down real science into simple, easy-to-follow advice for adults over 60. You've earned the right to feel strong, clear-headed, and confident in your body. And that starts with knowing what's really on your plate. You see, the connection between food and heart health becomes even more delicate with age. Your digestion slows. Your arteries become more sensitive. And your medications? They don't mix well with everything in your fridge. In fact, studies from the American Heart Association and journals like Circulation show that specific vegetables, especially when eaten raw or in high amounts, can interfere with blood thinners, worsen hypertension, or trigger inflammatory responses in older adults. But don't worry, this isn't about cutting out vegetables completely. It's about awareness. It's about knowing which ones to limit, which ones to cook, and how to eat for a heart that still has decades of love and strength to give. So if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We release health-focused content for seniors every week, the kind that can actually help you live longer, stronger, and safer. And while you're here, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to know who you are and how we can best support your health journey. Now, let's dive deeper into what's really going on, and why certain vegetables might not be as heart-friendly as you've been led to believe. After 60, your body doesn't respond to food the way it used to. That's a fact. Your metabolism slows down, your liver processes nutrients differently, and your medications, especially heart meds, become more sensitive to what you eat. What once gave you strength can now create silent stress. Take spinach, for example. It's packed with nutrients, but also with vitamin K, which directly interferes with blood thinners like warfarin. Or pickles, loaded with sodium that your kidneys no longer filter as efficiently. And what about raw sprouts? They may seem fresh and light, but can carry bacteria that a weakened immune system struggles to fight off. The truth is, aging bodies need a new approach. You don't have to fear vegetables, but you do need to be smarter about how you eat them. A small change in preparation, portion, or frequency could be the key to protecting your heart. Don't worry, I'll guide you through it. Coming up now are the 5 vegetables that seniors should either avoid or prepare very carefully, and for each one, I'll show you how to enjoy them without putting your heart at risk. Number 5, canned tomatoes, the acidic culprit, hiding in plain sight. They seem harmless, even heart-healthy. After all, tomatoes are rich in lycopene, right? But here's what most seniors don't realize. Canned tomatoes may quietly be increasing inflammation, raising blood pressure, and irritating your cardiovascular system without warning. Let's start with the acid. Tomatoes are naturally acidic, and when they're canned, especially in aluminum-lined containers, they can leach small amounts of metal into the food. Over time, this mixture of acid and metal exposure has been linked to increased oxidative stress and gut inflammation. For seniors dealing with acid reflux or sensitive digestion, canned tomatoes can worsen symptoms, sometimes causing chest pressure that mimics heart problems. Worse still, many canned tomato products, especially sauces, are loaded with sodium. Just half a cup can contain 300 to 500 milliliters of salt, which spikes blood pressure and strains aging arteries. That means your favorite pasta sauce might be putting more pressure on your heart than you think. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Hypertension found that older adults who frequently consumed high-acid, processed tomato products had greater vascular stiffness and inflammation markers than those who ate fresh alternatives. So what can you do? Choose fresh or boxed tomatoes without added salt. If using canned, rinse them thoroughly to reduce sodium and never cook them in the can. Adding herbs like basil, garlic, cooked, or a splash of olive oil can help neutralize the acidity. Canned tomatoes might be convenient, but for aging hearts, they may quietly add up to a real problem. Choose wisely and let your meals help your heart, not hurt it. Number 4, raw garlic. When nature's medicine turns against your heart. Garlic has been called nature's antibiotic for centuries, and with good reason. It can lower cholesterol, support blood pressure, and even thin the blood. That's why many health-conscious seniors add raw garlic to meals or even swallow cloves whole. But here's the catch. When you're on heart medication, especially blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, raw garlic can become a dangerous double dose. Garlic on its own is a mild anticoagulant. That means it prevents blood clots, which is good, until it's paired with medication that does the same thing. Together, they can thin your blood too much, increasing the risk of internal bleeding. And here's what makes this worse. These signs often don't appear until it's serious. Black stools, unexplained bruising, nosebleeds that won't stop. In some patients, raw garlic has also caused sudden blood pressure drops, leading to dizziness, fainting, or even heart palpitations. That's because when combined with hypertension medication, garlic can amplify the effect, pushing blood pressure too low, too fast. The result? Less oxygen reaches your heart and brain, putting both at risk. This doesn't mean garlic is bad. It means dosage and form matter, especially after 60. Use it cooked, not raw. Add it to soups, stir-fries, or roasted vegetables. And most importantly, let your doctor know if you plan to take garlic daily. They may need to adjust your medication or monitor your blood levels. The truth is, even natural remedies come with rules. What helped you in your 40s could hurt you now. When it comes to garlic, moderation and communication are your best allies. Number 3, red chili peppers, the fiery ingredient, fueling heart stress. After 60. For many, spice is more than flavor. It's tradition, culture, even comfort. But after age 60, your heart may not handle heat the way it used to. Red chili peppers, especially the concentrated hot varieties found in sauces or powders, may be triggering more than just a tingle on your tongue. They could be silently stressing your cardiovascular system. Here's what happens. When you eat something spicy, your body responds as if it's under attack. Your nervous system kicks in, releasing adrenaline, raising your heart rate, and tightening your blood vessels. In younger people, this may feel like a small jolt of energy. But for seniors, especially those with heart conditions or high blood pressure, this reaction can be dangerous. I've seen patients arrive at the clinic after a spicy meal with chest tightness, rapid heartbeat, or even irregular rhythms. Most never suspected their lunch could lead to a medical emergency. But the extra stimulation caused by capsaicin, the compound that makes chili peppers hot, can elevate blood pressure and overwork an already weakened heart. And the danger isn't always immediate. Over time, frequent exposure to spicy foods can promote inflammation in your blood vessels. That inflammation weakens the arteries and increases the risk of atherosclerosis, the hardening that leads to heart attacks and strokes. You don't need to cut out flavor completely. There are plenty of ways to season food without adding strain to your heart. Use herbs like basil, rosemary, or thyme. Add flavor with garlic, cooked, ginger, or lemon. These alternatives bring life to your meals without triggering your heart's alarm system. So while spice may feed the soul, your heart needs something gentler. The heat that once energized you might now be working against you, and it's time to listen to your body's quieter signals. Number 2, pickled vegetables, the salty trap, quietly raising your blood pressure. Pickled cucumbers, olives, sauerkraut, they're tangy, crunchy, and often seen as a healthier alternative to chips or fried snacks. But here's the hidden truth. For seniors over 60, these pickled favorites might be flooding your system with more salt than your heart can safely handle. Pickling relies heavily on brine, a salty solution that can contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium in just a few slices of pickle. That's nearly 2/3 of your entire daily sodium limit in one small serving. And unlike table salt, which you can easily see and measure, this sodium is hidden deep in the food, quietly working against your heart. High sodium intake increases the volume of your blood by drawing in water. More blood volume means more pressure inside your arteries, which means your heart has to work harder with every beat. Over time, this extra strain thickens artery walls, stiffens blood vessels, and leads to high blood pressure, heart enlargement, and eventually, heart failure. I've seen patients cut out junk food, exercise daily, and still struggle with high blood pressure. The culprit? That small bowl of pickles they thought was harmless. The damage builds silently, without symptoms, until there's a stroke, or your doctor finds signs of congestive heart failure. What should you do? You don't have to give up every salty craving, but you must be strategic. Look for low-sodium versions, rinse canned or pickled foods before eating, and use herbs and lemon juice to flavor your meals. Most importantly, read labels carefully. If sodium is listed in the hundreds per serving, think twice before taking a bite. Your heart can't shout, but it will suffer in silence if too much salt sneaks into your daily diet. And when it finally speaks, it might be too late. Number 1, raw sprouts, the innocent crunch that could trigger a heart crisis. They look fresh, green, and full of life. Raw sprouts like alfalfa, mung bean, or clover are often hailed as superfoods. Many health-conscious seniors toss them into salads or sandwiches, trusting their reputation as a clean, enzyme-rich, heart-friendly food. But here's the harsh truth. For anyone over 60, raw sprouts could be one of the most dangerous vegetables on your plate. That's because sprouts grow in warm, moist conditions. The perfect environment not only for plants, but also for harmful bacteria like E. coli, Listeria, and Salmonella. And while younger, healthy individuals can often recover from foodborne illness with little more than stomach cramps and discomfort, seniors are far more vulnerable. As we age, our immune system weakens. Our digestive and circulatory systems slow down. And when pathogens sneak in through contaminated food, like raw sprouts, the body may struggle to fight back. I've seen elderly patients hospitalized with severe infections, blood pressure crashes, or even sepsis, all traced back to a simple handful of raw sprouts. In some cases, these infections can inflame the heart lining, endocarditis, or worsen existing heart failure. And because sprouts look so healthy, they rarely get blamed, until it's too late. The irony is heartbreaking. Trying to eat clean, only to be hurt by what was meant to help. So what's the safe route? Cook them. A light steam or sauté is enough to kill harmful bacteria while preserving flavor and texture. Or choose other crunchy, fiber-rich veggies like shredded carrots or cabbage instead. Your heart and your immune system deserve food that supports, not sabotages. Especially in your 60s and beyond, safety matters just as much as nutrition. Here's the truth, plain and simple. Your heart has served you without complaint for over 6 decades. It's carried you through joy, stress, hard work, and long nights. And now, it's asking for just one thing in return: protection. Aging doesn't mean giving up the foods you love, but it does mean becoming smarter about how you eat, how your medications interact with your meals, and how to support your body through the years ahead. Because what once worked may now backfire, and what once felt harmless might now carry invisible risk. But here's the best part: you're not too late. In fact, you're right on time. You now have the knowledge to protect your heart with every bite, every choice, every small improvement in your daily routine. And those improvements add up, day by day, plate by plate, beat by beat. If this video helped you, please take a moment to leave a comment. Just type 1 if you learned something valuable, or 0 if there's anything you think we could improve. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Senior Vital Health for more heart-protecting tips, senior-friendly recipes, and doctor-backed advice to help you thrive, not just survive, after 60. Let's take it one heartbeat at a time. Your strongest years can still be ahead.